I'm Benzie, and this is my preparation day before my journey back to the Uberman sleep schedule. I did this about 2 years ago for a short period of time and really loved it. Unfortunately, the job that I had did not allow me to continue. Last time, I really had wished that I had documented my transition experience, so that's what I want to do here today. Time is one of our most valuable assets. It's one of the things that we can never take back. So I don't want to waste any more of mine on sleep. The Uberman schedule gives me 22 active hours of the day, so I never have to miss out on social gatherings. I'll have extra time to learn, complete projects, take better care of my body, and never be tired for work. The sleep schedule consists of a 20-minute nap every 4 hours. To best work with my already existing schedule, I'll be doing my naps at 1, 5, and 9 a.m., 1, 5, and 9 p.m. I can already say that the 1 a.m. nap will probably be compromised the most. I do love going to midnight movies. But once my body is set in the schedule, I can become a little more flexible with it. I have not started any sort of sleep deprivation yet. Last time, the first 2 weeks were excruciating. I actually experienced auditory hallucinations and had extreme mood swings. Luckily, my boss is going out of town all week, so during the hardest stage, I will be completely open. I will not have to drive or concentrate on anything very hard. I have heard that once you've done polyphasic sleep in the past, that it's much easier to go back into even once you've stopped. So I'm not going to get my hopes up, but I would like a more enjoyable experience. I will keep you updated. Please keep watching. Bye. Hello, it is 1:25 in the morning and I just finished my first nap. I want to say that napping is actually one of the hardest parts in the beginning. Just staying awake is one thing, but convincing yourself to get out of a warm, comfy bed when you're already tired, torture. I want to talk about how I first heard of the Uberman sleep schedule and my previous experience with it. I very first read about it in an article on crack.com called 5 Ways to Hack Your Brain. I thought it sounded insanely cool and was extremely busy at the time in my life, so it kind of seemed too good to be true. The first time I actually tried it, I did not even last 3 days. But then I tried it again about a month later with more serious convictions, and it was amazing. Like I said before, the first 2 weeks are hell. I was having weird auditory hallucinations of running water, frogs croaking, and other sounds you would hear maybe near a stream. But I live in the desert. It freaked me out a little, and all my friends were discouraging my effort to sticking with the Uberman sleep schedule, but I stuck with it, and when I cracked through to my first completely REM nap cycle, I knew that I had found something special. I got to read so many books during that time. I was managing a local band, which was really fun. I got to spend a lot of time with my family. It was really beautiful. At first, I had a seasonal job working at the info desk at the mall, which was pretty spectacular, just because I could keep up with the schedule and I always just knew that it was okay for me to take a break and take a nap when I needed to, and the job went really well with the sleep schedule. But when that ended, I got an office job at a dinner theater, and it just didn't happen anymore. You couldn't take breaks. You had to be there for 6-hour, 8-hour periods. So, and it was different every day, every week. The hours never flowed together to create an exact schedule, which the Uberman really needs. I do have to say, though, that I was never able to completely go back to monophasic sleep afterwards. I really can't sleep for more than 4 hours straight at a time. So I usually do still sleep for 4 or 5 hours at night and then take a long nap during the daytime. So it's really not ideal like the Uberman is, but that's what I've been doing since I stopped doing the Uberman. Right now, I can't see anything that would hinder me from continuing the Uberman, so I really hope to do it and stick with it for a very long time and see how it works long term, and maybe even stay on it forever. So, here goes. Uh, so this is going to be my, I guess, first like full wake cycle. Sometimes I make a little money on the side helping people with schoolwork, and I actually have a paper that's due for someone tonight. You know, it's 1:30, so later. And so I kind of want to complete that before I start to get too tired, but kind of would rather just not. It is 11 a.m. and I have to admit I've done nothing productive. I've pretty much been watching Netflix. I did some cleaning in my apartment and I just got out of an hour-and-a-half long shower, which was great, by the way. I do feel tired, but it is much easier to pull through, like with the sun out during the daytime. During my 5 a.m. nap, I had sort of a daydream, as in, like, I know that I was still awake, but I still had, like, a flash of a vision. It was a very intimate scene, but what I'm saying is that, which would be great for me, maybe less interesting for you, is that it is possible my body is recognizing what I'm doing, so I might fall back in a lot easier. My boss did unexpectedly ask me to come in today at noon. He actually isn't leaving till Tuesday, so I knew this was a possibility. I was hoping that it wouldn't happen. Luckily, it is early enough in the process that I'm not suffering at all. Most people can go at least one day without sleep and still be fine. So, the catch is making 100% sure that I do take my 1300 nap. I cannot compromise it this early. My body has to learn what's going on. So I will update you when that's over. Bye. I just also wanted to talk about something that I think causes a lot of people to fail when they try going into the Uberman schedule. A lot of people will just put themselves through straight sleep deprivation for as long as they can, 2 or 3 days, and then start doing the naps. But I think that it is much more effective to do the naps from the very beginning, because if you're just going through sleep deprivation, you're not actually teaching your body anything. The naps are showing your brain that this is what I'm giving you. You have 20 minutes to take care of business. So if you are thinking about doing the Uberman, I strongly recommend that you do naps from the very beginning. I just wanted to throw that in there at the end here. So I ended up having to work all the way till 5 p.m. That was very unexpected. I did get to take my 1 o'clock nap though. I just took it in my car. The 5 p.m. was perfect because I got to take my nap as soon as I got home. I was so tired at work though. It was definitely difficult to concentrate on each task. I did not want to be there. The 1 o'clock nap was uneventful. I just laid in my car with my eyes closed. I didn't ever feel like I was falling asleep at all. The 5 p.m., it was a little more intense. I still didn't feel like I fell asleep. I felt awake the whole time, but I was in a sort of dreamlike state. I felt like I could feel tiny little, like, robotic bugs crawling on me. Not in a bad way or anything, but just, like, it definitely wasn't real, you know. Another thing I've been experiencing that I didn't experience last time is I've been feeling really nauseous. I did feel better after eating a little bit of sushi, but maybe I should try to go grocery shopping or something and get some snacks like apples and stuff. Sundays like tonight are really great because all the good shows have their new episodes, so I know I definitely won't have trouble being occupied. And also I can talk to my cousin all night because she's watching the same shows. I probably won't be making any super significant use of this extra time until I start hitting REM sleep naps, because at this point I feel pretty awful. Again, the hardest part is getting back out of bed after I've sort of teased myself with the little nap. So that's what's going on right now. Not very eventful, but it's still only the first day. I mean, this is definitely not a point that I would consider true sleep deprivation, because people stay up for 1 or 2 days all the time for school and stuff. So we will see if anything more happens. Hello, it is 3:30 in the morning. My friend Brian is spending the night, so of course he is actually sleeping. I'm happy to say that my 1 a.m. nap felt like an hour. I didn't dream, but when I woke up from it, I felt like, oh my gosh, that was only 20 minutes. So at that time, I felt super refreshed and energized, which was great. I actually didn't even have a problem getting out of bed after it. But I do feel really tired now. So, I mean, I know I'm not hitting the stability of how I would feel if I was hitting REM sleep, but this is definitely a little breakthrough. So I think what was said before about it being much easier to go back to polyphasic sleep after you've done it before is probably true. So uh, this has been, a much easier experience than last time so far. Like I said, it's still only really the second day, so it's hard to judge exactly, but we're going to continue seeing how it's going. I made some brownie cupcakes at Brian's request. I took a ball of cookie dough and popped it in the middle of each one, and so it kind of like marbled out into the top and swirled throughout the thing. So it turned out really delicious. We had a la mode with some vanilla bean ice cream. uh, this specific situation is something that you really have to think about when you transfer to the Uberman, because the whole world doesn't live like this. It will most likely just be you in your group of friends. So, I mean, as much as I would love to just go lay in that bed and cuddle up, there's no way that I could stay awake for it. And I know that, so I have to kind of deprive myself to make sure that I stay awake like I'm supposed to, at least during this, transition phase. There are actually people who do the Uberman who 1 day a week choose to do a super sleep of like 12 hours. And I didn't try that when I was on it last time, and I wouldn't recommend doing it until after you have completely processed into it, because I can see if you do like 1 week of Ubermaning and then you do your 12 hours, you might lose all your progress. So I wouldn't recommend trying that until you're like a month or two in and you know for sure you're getting REM every single time you nap. Well, I am going to watch the new episode of The Walking Dead from my DVR, so I will see you in the morning. Goodbye. Hi, it is 1:30. Just finished my afternoon nap. I feel great, alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. um, I've been awake just under 45 hours now, besides the naps, and it's not even comparable to my last experience. I'm not experiencing any of the symptoms. I just, it's working. So, I mean, this is how I started to feel after close to 2 weeks last time. So, it's true, once you've done it before, your body catches on to what's happening and it prepares itself. It goes right back into polyphasic mode. I'm just so excited. I thought it was going to be way worse. I prepared, and now I'm just going to go have lunch with my grandmother, and I feel fine, and I'm not embarrassed, and she won't say I look tired. I just wanted to give another update, so we'll see if things stay the same. I really hope so. I just wanted to add in here real quick that it's now 3 o'clock, and I'm starting to crash, like feeling super tired. So I know I was really, really excited at 1:30, but it's still, I'm not complaining because it's so much better than last time, but I'm definitely have not reached the peak yet. So it is 10 o'clock, and so I had my nap about an hour ago. I still feel great. I feel amazing. Sorry to disappoint that this was such an easy transition, but I'm just so thankful. I haven't felt like I hit REM yet, because when I lay there, I feel like I know I'm still awake, and I remember last time that's not what it felt like, because last time I'd have really like lucid dreams. So I don't know exactly what's happening, but I am feeling rested. So, but like I said in an earlier video, when it gets closer to the next nap, I do start to feel tired. So maybe I'm halfway getting there or something's going on, but I couldn't be more thankful of how easy this has been. If it was the same level of intensity it was last time, I can't even say that I would have been able to stick with it as hard. Because Taylor, my roommate, she's not here right now, but she came by earlier. She was actually there with me last time I did go through the, transition from monophasic to polyphasic sleep. So I'm hoping that I can get her in a video kind of talking about what it was like to deal with me, and she actually had her own experience. I tried to get her to do it also, but she only lasted 3 days. So I think it'd be great to have someone else talk about their failed experience. Maybe we can figure out some things that maybe work better, as opposed to maybe something she did that made it worse or hindered her success. So right now, all is well. I still feel great. I'm napping. I've been awake 22 hours of the day, so let's keep it going.
Hi, this is Taylor, and I'm Benzie's best friend.
And roommate.
And roommate. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm her roommate.
Last time I did the Uberman schedule, we were still living with our parents, but we lived right down the street from each other, so we were pretty inseparable. And I just wanted to bring Taylor on here so she could discuss with you how I acted last time.
Okay, so the first time that Benzie did the Uberman sleep schedule, it was really creepy because she'd be driving me to school and have these weird hallucinations and be like, "Whoa, did you see that?" And I'm just no, I didn't. You're crazy. And also, she was really on edge, irritable, and she would always think that she missed naps. I mean that's kind of happening now, but the extent that she would go when she thought that she missed a nap was just crazy. Whew. You'd rampage. You'd be like, "Oh, where's my phone? Where's my timer? What time is it? Did I miss my nap?" It's pretty weird. It's pretty, whew. Yeah.
At that time, we were in a band.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Everybody in that band was telling me, "You have to stop this."
Yes.
In the beginning, they were saying I was gonna die. They were being pretty dramatic.
We were. We were a very dramatic band. It was one of my bands. And she'd come to band practice and tell us, "Okay, you can't let me fall asleep on this bed," because where we had practice, there's this awesome bed there, and it was bed. So just you would lay down and you'd fall asleep. It was that good. And so we had to keep her off the bed, and then And then whenever she would like do these band presentations, it usually was fine. But there was like sometimes like in the very beginning of her doing Uberman where you would think that like you missed a slide or something like that, and when the slide hasn't even come up yet, and it was ridiculous.
I was going mentally insane the first 2 weeks.
Yes.
Which clearly is not happening this time.
Which is great. Like right now, I walked in the door because I was gone for a little bit, and I walked home. I came home, walked in, and then I saw her up and like and I came in at like pretty late at night, and she's just alive, awake, alert, and enthusiastic watching TV, and I was like, okay, well, she's not on the Uberman schedule anymore because she had told me like 5 days ago that she was going to start it up again. And I was like, oh, okay, there's no way she's on it right now. And she was. And it was really, really cool, but weird. Like, the first time I tried it with her, I got day 3, and I was like, I'm done.
You know what's really funny? In, like, not the last video, but the one before that, I said alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic.
Yeah, okay, so that's why you know that we're just ridiculous.
We're intertwined souls. We love each other.
Yes.
But, you know, she's a monophasic sleeper, so it never worked.
Yeah, it would never work.
All right, I will update you guys later. Goodbye. It is 8:40 p.m. I'm going to take my 9 o'clock nap soon. What's really remarkable about this moment right now is it's right before my next nap, and I don't feel tired at all. Usually at this point, I'd feel like super ready, like I need to take one. But I still have all my energy, and that's the ultimate goal when you're on this schedule, is to be at a full energy level for the full 4 hours. So another milestone has been hit, and there you go.